Hello and welcome. This is take two. So I'm a few minutes late this morning. Welcome. My name is Shannon Fisher. My business is called Webinescence Enterprises, and you can find me at www.webinescence.ca. The spelling of Webinescence is Webenessence. So it's web and then Nen and then essence. Webinescence Enterprises. I also have a Facebook page, and this is where I used to do all my lives. So the replays are still up there if anyone would like to go check out that platform. Readings that were done at any time could still be very relevant to anyone at any time in the future. So if you are called and guided to go back and watch some old replays of anybody's channels whatsoever, seeking guidance, please know that your intuition is guiding you to exactly where you need to be. Trust and faith is a big thing on this spiritual journey. And it has not been easy for me to get to that place, but I would say about 5 years now, I really started to have faith in things that I had no idea were even a thing. But anyway, I am here to deliver you the 7-day general collective forecast. Now, the 3 decks that I have in front of me for today are the Ascended Masters Oracle. I have my my box to show you here by the lovely Doreen Virtue. These cards are just as magnificently powerful from the day that she made them to this very day that I am still working with them. This deck has been a game changer for me and my ability to read once I got my hands on it. So the second deck that we're using here today is the Seeker's Oracle. And the third deck is the Moonology Oracle. So what I have done is pulled one card from each of the 3 decks. And how I work is when I pull main messages, those main messages are referring to our physical reality or 3D world as we know it. And then what remains at the bottom of the deck is an insight to a bigger picture or higher energy of what's going on. So it's almost like the main messages down below are where we are here in this physical suit, navigating this physical reality. And then the messages above are that energetics that are helping us and a part of us and trying to guide us. So it's really interesting, the messages. I hope everybody had a great week last week. For myself, it was a good week. There was a lot of discoveries that I had myself. And my body is now going through a natural detox process. And I have started another detox. So there's a whole lifestyle, like a complete lifestyle change that I am beginning a journey of. I have to say, yesterday was my official day 1. So I'm going to be very aware. I don't like using the word mindful because I think our minds are already full enough, right? So I'm more aware of what I'm feeling, and I'm going to be more aware of my interactions with people while I'm going through this purge, because a lot of things are starting to come up for me to work through, and I'm ready for it. And I'm so grateful as well to have the support team that I do have right now. It's absolutely amazing. So, and just for those of you out there that are going through some challenging, please reach out and find somebody that you can speak to. I am always here. as well. For you can book a consultation with me if we need to do deep dives, but I'm genuinely an open person and don't mind saying hi and answering a general question here and there without booking a session with me. So feel free, if you get my contact information, to utilize that if you're drawn to. Cool. Well, in meditation, just before we started to go live here, what my goal is for these weekly sessions is to provide you with the best guidance that I know and that I can collect from the higher realms and our guides from Source to help us navigate the ever-changing energies and shifts that we are constantly going through. This way, it can give us a bit of a heads up and some very good guidance on how to navigate. So with that, I also want to add an element of incorporating good news. I want a good news station. So even though things are challenging, this is one of my really great abilities, is be able to find the silver lining. It had taken me a while to get there, though. I wasn't always so, well, that's not true. I think at my core, I had been always an eternal optimist. But there have been times where, life will get you down and you will start to doubt for a minute. But when that happened with me, it would never happen for very long, because there's that internal spark that just, I don't know, it always overrode it and was like, hang on, this too shall pass. And then I'll be like, okay, relax. So I was guided to grab these 2 Lemurian seed crystals and just hold on to them for a good 15 minutes during my meditation here. And I heard a couple of things, and I'm not too sure what they are, but crystal shard. It was very loud. Crystal shard. So this might have some meaning to somebody else who might be watching this on the replay down the road. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't not have to be fitting in with the dates that these readings were tentatively pulled for. Please know that Spirit does not have any limits or boundaries on how to deliver its messages to us. We are the only ones that live in this construct of time, that as we know it. This does not exist. This time construct does not exist in the spiritual realm. So crystal shard, and that made me think of the Dark Crystal movie, which is, I gotta say, one of my absolute favorite movies. My first favorite movie of all time. I was 8 years old when I watched it. I've probably seen it 1,000 times, and I'll keep watching it because I love it. So I think for me, that might be a little bit of homework. I need to go and watch it again, because there's going to be something else for me to pick up now that things are shifting again. So something about a crystal shard. This could also mean for other people, if you're not resonating with what I was feeling on a personal level with that being connected to the movie, maybe there is a specific crystal that seems to be calling out to you. If you keep thinking about one, or you keep seeing the same one, please know this is the universe and your guides trying to steer you in the right direction for what could be very beneficial to your energy, for your body, and for your own mentality, right? Your emotions. Crystals have wonderful healing and vibratory healing properties in them, and each one is unique. So that's just a little something on top of everything. And then the other good news message that came in was something that I had kind of repeating over and over in the last few days, watching some really excellent webinars lately. And this is, you can give yourself permission to do what you feel is right for you. Now is the time, Spirit's like, yeah. Now is the time for us to realize we don't need other people's permission to do what it is that we feel we know we came here to do. Right? So now's the time to do it. Give yourself the permission. Stop asking for it. All right. Cool. So that's good news. You don't need anybody else's permission. That's what the good news is. Give it to yourself. I love it. Empower yourself. Okay. Starting with the Ascended Masters here, we have, for the main message, is Hilarion with health and healing. So, of course, this is right in alignment with where I'm at and what I am starting with this complete lifestyle change on all levels. I'm talking body, mind, soul, and emotions. All of it is getting an overhaul. So, I feel like this could be, as a general collective reading too, a lot of people might be working on not similar things. Maybe some people are on the same resonance path here and doing similar things that I am, but it could also mean that there's other health issues specific to an individual that you are currently either just discovering or working on. Now's the time to keep doing that. But in the higher perspective with the Ascended Masters, we got Maitreya, and it's the power of joy. So our higher self, our energetics, needs us to conjure up the energies, the frequencies of joy in order to promote health and healing. I'm not sure if many of you might be aware, though, that our frequencies create our realities. Our energy is what gets pumped out from us, and the universe sees this vibration, these frequencies operating in a certain bandwidth, if you will, and goes, oh, that's in alignment with this, and this, and then boom. So it's like we're energetically pulsing out what we're feeling, not realizing that when we're doing that the energy is going to bring back to you things that are in alignment with those. So, and that's why things do shift, because we're not always in the same frequencies all the time. It's a great thing about life. Nothing stays the same, except maybe core values within your soul, which is a great place to discover, right? So this week we're being asked to, in order to promote that health and healing, and I get this for me is really awesome. It's very simple. This message for me is like, get dancing, because my dancing is what creates me so much joy, which will promote my health and healing journey that I am on with this lifestyle change. So whatever brings you joy, which promotes health and wellness. Let me be clear, because I don't want people mistaking what I am saying about doing whatever it is that brings you joy. Please make sure that it is not unhealthy, toxic, or harmful to you or another person. Your joy is something that you can engage in, where you can be your 100% authentic self without outside influences whatsoever. And time doesn't seem to exist because you're so engaged in it, right? It doesn't feel like work. You're on purpose. We are on purpose when we are working with our joy, right? So find your joy and try to incorporate it this week into every aspect, especially areas of health and healing. Okay. Second message coming from the Seeker's Oracle. We got seek inspiration. So this message, I love the black horse with the rainbow kind of mane there. It feels like a need to dive in a little deeper with the self, right? Seek inspiration. Maybe I recommend, or Spirit's coming through recommending, that we each give ourselves, start off with 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes a day just to sit and breathe. Focus on that breath and do your best to, as you're breathing, bring your awareness to your chest and breathe there. Breathing in, like consciously breathing, feeling that full breath come all the way into that heart space. And then allowing it to fully exhale. And then breathe back in. And within 5 minutes, you're going to be in such a clear state, centered state of being. And most people call this the 0 point. This is where it will be very clear for you to ask a question internally from your higher guides, whether it's higher self, source, God, spirit guides, angels, it doesn't matter. Whoever and whatever is part of your team of light is there and going to drop in the inspirations, the messages that you need once you can get yourself quiet and listen through the heart. It'll come through sensations, maybe a vision. Maybe you will hear it auditory inside through a thought, right? Or music. Just be open to what that is, but seek inspiration. And when you're looking at the world outside of yourself, look for the magic. Be open to the synchronicities, because synchronicities are also leading you to your next inspiration. Beautiful. It's like follow the yellow brick road. But it is really important that we learn how to shut out the busyness and all the distractions that are out there keeping us from being centered and empowered within our bodies. So our higher self, bigger picture message in connection to seeking inspiration is name the thing. Whoop. Look at this. This card really reminds me of a card from the Ascended Masters deck that says, come out of the closet. Right? This feels a little bit different. It's similar, but is different. So name the thing. To me, it feels like, yeah, it's a time to call something out for what it is. It's really a time to get raw and real with yourself so that we can be raw and real with others from an authentic state of being. Humans make mistakes, and that's okay. Release judgment. Of course, we're not going to enable continued bad behavior, right? But we can absolutely still compassionately and lovingly say, this is not for me. I wish you well. But name the thing. Maybe there's something you really want to try, but you're afraid, so you're not even like talking about it with anyone. This is this message is an invitation for you to okay, Spirit's just saying right off the bat, be more real with yourself. Never mind trying to figure out what somebody else is doing and how they're doing it, because that's them. You don't have control over anybody but yourself. And right now, naming the thing is about us naming the thing inside of us that might be holding us back, that might be freaking us out. Right? By calling things out, we can bring light to it, and therefore starts the transitions and the journey to move through and discover and heal. So what's the thing? I got a couple things. Yeah. But in general, there's a few lifestyle changes that I need to make. And I'm on it. I'm very raw and real. And I'm even coming out with that, everything with people very close to me, so that I have the right support around me for the successful outcome that I see myself obtaining this year. It's very exciting. So name the thing, call it out, address it so that it can be worked on and dealt with. Because remember, when we sweep things under the rug, there just ends up being a big pile of something under a rug. Sooner or later, you're going to trip over that rug and fall flat on your face. It's a metaphor, but it is quite serious. When we avoid what it is that keeps coming and coming and coming, it just, it's a merry-go-round, and it doesn't get any less easy for the lesson to be learned. While we continue to ignore it, it becomes more challenging, because the universe is like literally bonking us on the head with the same thing, going, why do you keep doing that? Like, well, figure out why you keep doing it so that you can stop. Right? This is the thing. We have to find the enlightenment, the inner standings of what's going on, in order to gain control of the reins of our life once again. All right. Now, from the Moonology Oracle, in the physical reality here, we got the South Node, which is clearly telling us, don't let your past hold you back. I was watching a couple of different webinars yesterday, and then some Gaia programs. And I tell you, it's a great idea to flood yourself with all kinds of spiritual talk shows and interviews and documentaries and stuff. If you really want a lifestyle change for the better, highly recommend clicking off that mainstream media TV with all the commercials that have all the powerful suggestions of, not so bad or not so good health, and here, take this pill that could potentially kill you. So much fear in that mainstream. And I pray, my wish for the universe is that we start having authentic, honest news stations coming online to the mainstream media without all this other promotion of disease. It's enough. It's enough. So don't let the past hold you back. When we can allow ourselves to accept the past for what it was, because we cannot change it. It was. It is not happening now, even though some situations may actually mimic and possibly feel similar. It's not exactly the same. But being able to presently and subjectively look at your past from the present perspective, you look at it as if watching a movie. It's already done. There's nothing that can be changed. The only thing we can change about our past is how we decide to deal with it now. And we may not have dealt with it very well right from when things happened and for God knows how long, but eventually when we hit our rock bottoms or our walls or whatever, we hit that time where we wake up because we want more. There is more. Then we shift our perspective. We start having aha moments and then seeing things differently, gaining understanding. And in having understanding about something, especially a traumatic experience, about someone that did something bad to someone, you can, that understanding of what their motives were. I mean, you don't condone the bad behavior, but when you can accept it for what it was, you don't have to like it, right? No one's telling you to love it, but we are asking you to let it go. Because when we hold on to that hurt, it's like drinking poison and expecting the person that hurt us to die or get hurt. And it's only creating more hurt for us. We are now the creators of that perpetual pain because it isn't continuing to happen, right? Or in other cases, if things are continuing to happen, then Spirit's saying, please reach out to somebody. If somebody needs to hear this right now, that's interesting. Please call one person. There is one person in your life where if you let them know what's happening, they will help you. You can get out. Make that call. That was for someone. And Spirit will divinely guide them here at the right time. So, yes, we are really, really needing to be as present here now as possible. And when we're thinking of the past, to be in a place of reflection, not reaction. Because if we react to the feelings and the things we had in our past, we're going to recreate experiences in a very near future, very similar to that. That's how history repeats itself. So in order to take that needle off the record, we have to be aware and we have to shift our perspective and be a witness now. Just be a witness, because we are powerful creators in this now moment, especially when you start becoming more aware. You get more power internally within yourself over yourself. And with that power and turning on your abilities and stuff comes with great responsibility. There is a self-love journey that needs to take place while on this kind of a path. And it's a beautiful one. It's not always roses, but the discovery of love for yourself and then rising in love with who you are, flaws and all. And this is the best relationship I've ever cultivated in my life, and didn't know I needed to start here. So I'm really hoping the future, I'm putting this out into the universe, the future in my eyes and my heart, I do see kids in schools doing meditations, qigong, tai chi, yoga, connecting with the trees, connecting with crystals, playing with divination tools, learning who they are as a person and their feelings and how to manage the energy around them and no longer compare themselves to others. That's the separation right there. And it has caused a lot of heartache and dysfunction for us when we got up to our teenage years. I don't think we should be going through midlife crises, right? Or identity crises, crises during our teenage years if we were properly supported with spiritual awareness, the energy of who we are and how to manage that. People, yeah, this whole place would be different. So different. And it's coming. Okay. So do what you need to do, whatever that looks like for you, to release the strongholds of some of the things of the past that you are holding on to, things that you're aware of. But through that 5-minute meditation a day, go in and ask, get to that 0 point through the heart, like I said there, and ask your higher guidance, your team, say, hey, is there something of the past that I am subconsciously still holding on to that would benefit for me to let go of? What is it? And listen, your answer will come. And then you can start your journey of letting that go. Our final message, we can get it up here for you. We got the cardinal moon in the higher self perspective, be bold and make the first move. So interesting, because it's a general collective reading, there's going to be different ways that I'm going to interpret the cards because we're not all the same. It's general energy, but our experiences are going to be unique to us. So I feel like be bold and make the first move and don't let the past hold you back. Might be in connection to, anyone who's in any kind of relationship or situation with other people where you feel stuck, you don't feel seen or trapped. It's just that heavy energy. And it's like, sometimes when you feel like you're trapped, you just sit in that anxiety, freaking out, just focused on, I can't get out. And the more you say that in your own head, the more you're kind of keeping yourself digging it in, not realizing it. So we have to flip the switch. I can get out. I will, because my will create what I need. So the energies from above, for those that need that little extra, please call on your team of light to help you with extra energy, with extra insight or signs to show you where you can go. But we're all being asked to take the first step forward, not backwards, and not sideways, but forward. Okay? The past is done. It's over. We're creating something new. At least that's the goal. And in order to create something new, we've got to get new in our minds and start coming from a place of the heart. All right. So what I plan on doing here is I will take a picture of all these cards and upload to Facebook, Web in Essence Enterprises on Facebook. just in picture form, the full write-up of all of these. So please feel free to go check that out. I think actually I might put it on TikTok and then upload it onto Facebook there. So yeah, please. If you are catching this on a replay, please know if you're able to and want to receive a free personal message, as long as it's within the hour from 9 to 10 a.m. Once the general collective readings are done and out of the way, I am ready to give out free personalized readings for anyone who can join me, but you have to be joined on the live. So I look forward to next week and see if anybody might be able to join in then. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. And because the more subscriptions that I get, I am allowed to, that ends up unlocking more opportunities and abilities that I can use on this platform. And also, what else was I going to say? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, right. And if you want to catch me when I do my live readings for everybody, not just this weekly 7-day forecast, but every now and again, Spirit will prompt me to do an impromptu, jump on, do a live broadcast. It'll usually be in the evening in Pacific Standard Time, or could be, mid-afternoon Pacific Standard Time, just to try to accommodate people from all over the world. But yeah, if you hit that little bell, then you will get notified when I do get live. So if you're looking for that little extra message without it costing anything, then that's how you can do it. Also, if you sign up as a member on my website, webinescence.ca, you can get a 10% discount as a new member on any one of my services. So feel free. You can use, I believe it's called Members 10 in the checkout for that. If you have any issues or any questions regarding any of the services, workshops, and journeys that I provide, please feel free to reach out on any of my social media platforms, or contact me directly through Gmail, or you can text me as well. All right, everybody, from my heart to yours, keep shining bright, for you really are a beautiful soul. We all are. And we came here to remember how to be light. So find the joy to promote that healing. Name the things, call the things out so that you can shine that light in order to seek the inspiration. Be bold. Make the first move. I know it can be scary, but I promise you, this is how you empower yourself. You do it, and then afterwards you look back, go, oh my gosh, I did it. Yay. Look at me. Here I am, very nervous doing these videos on YouTube for some strange reason, but I'm being told to do it. So here I am. And when I get off, I feel great after I did it. So I hope that you can find your inspiration as well. And yeah, be bold. Make those first moves, because the past is done. We're not here to recreate that or keep living in it. There's so much potential and magic for us to be engaged in, to witness, to experience, to love. Let's drop what's been holding us back so we can rise in love. All right. I will see you guys next week, right here, Monday. Oh, what's the date going to be? 16th, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, Monday the 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whenever you tune in from all around the world, I look forward to doing this again. Namaste.